Greetings, everybody. What a good launch. It's Chris Hurley here to help you with real estate owned assets here in Texas, really across the U.S. We're helping firms and people dispose of assets as well as acquire assets. And we're so excited today. Auction day! Woo! Second Tuesday of the month. That's when we jump into auction season. So we've got bidders across the state of Texas looking at the online auctions, looking at the on-site auctions, deployed with our capital to buy houses and to turn them into some good assets for us. Hopefully relieve the seller of some burden that they've got with a non-performing asset. So you may have some rental properties or know people who have rental properties that can't get the tenant to pay, can't get them out. We handle that. We are servicers. We get the property loosened up, shaking it free of unrighteous possession and get it sold or renovated, whatever you might need. You may have some assets you want us to buy from you. We do that too. You may be in the middle of a hard money loan search. You need to renovate a home and you need some hard money capital quickly. Let me know. I'm happy to connect you with our lending department and they can connect you with some really great financial vehicles to help you achieve your real estate investment goals. We are gathered here today. My name's Chris Hurley, by the way, with Hunter Kelsey of Texas and Propel Financial Services. And we're here to talk about some online auctions. Let me jump right quick to the online auction so that you can see what we're bidding on today. Here we are in with a concrete pad in Hidalgo County, Texas. This is South Texas here. Started out at originally started out at like $6,900 was a starting bid. Now we're up to $9,950. You look here up at the top. It's got the clock that keeps resetting to 20 seconds. With this online auction, each property that they've got comes in with a couple minutes of bidding, but usually in that last 20 seconds is when the fury of action happens. And each time there's a bid place, that clock up there will reset to 20 seconds. So you've got a escalated pricing now just since we've been talking, going from $9,950 to $11,450. You can see up here in the top, in the center of the screen here, you've got, that's over this way. Up there on the top, the blue button is a bid button, and then the middle button there talks about the increments. So there's $500 of increments here. What this looks like is a mobile home concrete pad with a side driveway. And in South Texas, that's where a lot of snowbirds come. From the north, they move to the south during the November through February window. And this home sold $12,450 for a concrete lot in Hidalgo County. So that sold for $12,000 plus any back taxes. So know that when you buy things at auction, you aren't always getting the back taxes covered. Let's go back to our our search results. So here we are. We've got two properties remaining on this auction. Let's check this one out. This is going to start in 3 minutes. And it's going to start out at $79,000. That's a bit. So we'll check that out. We'll see if the $79,000 looks like something that's going to come to the finish line here. We'll check back in that one in a minute. Let's see if we can get a property address here. This is an Edinburgh ISD. see if they put a property address here. No property address. You look down here on this description, you'll see things like a judged value. That's the judgment that was afforded the law firm or the lending entity for the property. That sometimes influences how much the minimum bid is. Oh, here's the address. Let's take a look at this one. This is 815 South 20th, Edinburgh, Texas. Here we are. So we'll pull this one up here. We'll take a look at the street view. You can see here, this is from May 2022 up here in this thing. So we don't know what this thing looks like currently. Don't know if you get a trampoline in the front. But if you look at this home here, you can see it's in a regular subdivision in the valley. This is very common in the valley, this type of fencing situation. So you'll see that very often in different forms. Sometimes it's chain link, other times it's an erected concrete or masonry system. So we can take a little spin around this neighborhood and you can see fairly conforming stuff. Ours would probably be the worst looking one here if we were to take it down. So that's this unit. At some point it was occupied. We can go to a satellite view and zoom in and just check out what the top of it looks like. So not a lot of vehicles in the yard, which is good. Could be an improved roof, like a metal roof, which would also be good. So let's see where this one goes here. I'm going to start here in less than a minute. Get back to my music scene because we need to get the closing here working out well. So we've got the auction about to start on this property on 20th Street. It's going to start at 79. Now, will it have any bidders at 79,000? I don't know. Some of the others, we see these at 5, 6, 10,000 starting lines. Online auctions have no filter. You can place bids here and they'll only slap you on the wrist if you don't pay. But people that do pay, you'll see how the premiums go. You'll see those lots, like that one we saw went up to, what, 12,000 plus taxes? Where is this property going to go? Here's the auction. It's going to count down. Starting for us, you'll see the clock. There it is. 2 minutes, 58 seconds is what they'll give. And you won't see any bidders usually in the front with the more higher priced homes. They'll wait for the end and the little feeding frenzy. So here we are. We're waiting for our first bid to come through. And you'll see it in this box right here. You'll see a little indicator that shows you who the person is or the entity that makes the bid. And we'll watch and see where this finish line is. This is an online property auction in Hidalgo County, which is South Texas. Includes places like Brownsville and Edinburgh and McAllen, Farr. So there's a lot of small towns around here, so you'll see a lot of different names of communities. This particular property, again, it doesn't have the trampoline in this picture, but back in 2022, you did see it had the trampoline and a vehicle. I would guess from the looks of this one that it's probably unoccupied, but that's never a guarantee. Sometimes you'll buy some of these homes and they'll have a tenant in place and they're not moving. So you look there, it's had a sign posted in the yard, had some drive-by marketing. And we're down to a minute and a half now. We're going to get to a minute and a half and hopefully see a bid. Otherwise, this one's going to be struck off, taken back in by whoever the lender was on this one. No bids yet. Down to a minute. I don't know, 79,000. Do you think that's too much? Looks like the bidders think it's too much. Ticking down here. You'll see the clock, 40 seconds. 30 seconds, no bidders. Wow, this is an interesting one. No bidders at 79. Last 20 seconds. Uh-oh, no bidders at this auction at 79,000. Would you have paid 80 grand for this? I don't know, guys. That's interesting. We wouldn't. This wasn't on our target list. We also don't know what the back taxes are. But here we are, ticking down. We're going to go to this one with 0 bidders. There's no bidders on this property. Nobody bid. So it failed to sell at auction, which does happen. And now we're going to come to our last one on the docket today. When is this going to go off? In 12 minutes. We won't wait around for this one. This is sexy. A commercial building, 23 grand is where we're starting. 23 grand. That won't be for us. This isn't our play, but it might be for you. And this is what the auctions look like. We work on these for our group. We do this every single month. This is part of our design of how we acquire properties and also help our clients sell their property. If you're in a position where you need some help like that, getting properties sold, if you're looking to buy properties, tune back in here, reach out and message me. I've got a list of off-market properties here that I can sell to you, and these aren't listed. They could be tenant occupied in a lot of different places. So if you're looking to buy a property, a foreclosed property, or property from a lending institution like us, let me know. I'm happy to help connect you with a great piece of real estate. My name's Chris Hurley, here to help you make success of your real estate investing. Welcome back to REO Lunchtime in Texas. We'll see you on another episode.